Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Tuesday, the 28th, final day of February. Welcome on into the show. Facebook, YouTube, like, subscribe. Why don't you ring the bell? So you know, each every day, midday money is live. Late night money, although we passed late night money last night, I'll get to that in a minute. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. Free pages they're posted on there that we have here in the chat as well, so you don't want to miss out on those. And why wouldn't you jump onto Twitter, say hello? Let's look at it. So yeah, no late night show last night. I did a spot with Patrick Creighton on ESPN last night down here in Houston, and then I was getting this stuff together. I had everything set up, and then my son wanted to watch a little Last of Us, so I'm like, all right. You know, he hadn't wanted to watch it the last couple of weeks, so we ended up watching a few episodes, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bed. I was frustrated. Besides going, well, let's jump right into the recap here too. We'll recap, and then we'll see why I was frustrated. 1-4 yesterday with the 4 losses by like 5-6 points. That's always that's a fun way to end a month. That is basically, there's no other short of my games. We lose every game today by a total of 7 points would be probably better. You know, like there's no other way I could just end the month than after a 1-4 day with like 5 and 6 point losers on those 5 losses. Rough. That's the way things have been. So there is that. What am I going to say? We've gone from up money. We're officially in bad town here with college basketball. 183 and 190. Not good. Down a chunk. Baseball. We did split out. Yes, our 1 and 2 yesterday. We're still up in the video, but let's go to the today's picks here and try to right the ship. I mean, what is there to say? Again, you can't go worse than 1-4 with like 6 points in losses on 4 games. We have to get the bounce now, right? I mean, where's the bad beat refund on that one? I mean, anyway. Stetson at a pick 'em. I got a bad number. I got Stetson at a 2 yesterday. Bad number there for Stetson. North Alabama, I got a 6.5. It's up to 9. I'm still riding them. Bad numbers. Be damned. We're going all in. All gas, no brake. Let's go Dogs. Holy Cross under 141.5. Ball State. I did put Akron on the Twitter last night. That was an accident. I don't know. Ball State. I got Ball State plus 7. Another bad number. So there's that. No NBA. I didn't really love. I was thinking about taking the Nets today, but nothing jumped at me in the NBA. Baseball. The Orioles. I'll sign up for a little Oriole action today. Minus 110. And hockey, Winnipeg on the puck line. Plus 180. So, Tim, you want to come in and dull my pain here? You got any NBA or college baseball?
I got both. Let's do NBA first. No LeBron, and the line went from a 3.5 to a 9. So I took the Lakers plus 9.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
I think that's ridiculous. No SGA for Oklahoma City. I'm on Sacramento minus 2.5. I'm on the over in the Nuggets game. More specifically, I guess the team total over for Denver. I expect them to put up at least 125 points tonight. It's over 232. I'm a sucker for pain. I like Indiana again. I keep betting them. I don't know why, but I keep doing it. And then the Spurs over the total of 236.5. They're still the worst. I did a video with that for with Lenny yesterday. They're allowing 122 points a game. The second worst team is allowing 119, and Lenny didn't like it because it was the Pistons. And when you look at it, the difference between 29 and 30 is the same as the distance from 3 to 17. That's how bad the Spurs defense has been. So I took the over in that game. My best bet is in that Atlanta Washington game. So that one's over there. College baseball, I have a whole thing for it. Missouri State plus 2.5. UNC run line, East Carolina line, Mississippi State run line, Texas. A short Texas money line plus 125 against the number 1 team in the nation. I took Dalbap, a short line against the top 10 team in the nation in TCU. And then I'm on Fullerton and I'm on Michigan today. So those are the 8 college baseball plays. Trying to get positive. Not off to a fantastic start this season, but it is what it is.
That's not too bad. Down a little bit. It happens. It's got
See
to
how it
battle
goes?
it back. It's always nice when you jump out to hot starts.
Oh,
As opposed
100%.
to, because then when you get in a little rut, then
The last
you're
thing I wanna do
hesitant
is-
to.
Last thing I want to do is have to dig out of a hole to start the season. But
Well, not only that, like with college basketball. So I'm not betting every single game I kind of fits my models because you're down a little bit. You're kind of choose like the best ones.
Yeah.
And then when you choose like the ones you like the most and you go 1-4 and you're losing by one.
yeah, no, I
It's
understand
like,
that.
man,
I'd rather lose it by 50.
right? Like I said the
Mhm.
other day, we were at a 22 and like 52 mark
Yep.
with these. And then last night I just answered that. So what are we like? I think now we're 24 and 57, 24 and 58 in these games over the month.
Yikes.
It's
It happens. It happens.
I mean,
Nothing we could do about it. We just got to keep back to the grind and try to make our money back.
it's just frustrating.
Yep.
You always want to win them all. Some doesn't happen though. It only happens in
It only
TikTok
happens to the
world.
people on TikTok that go 89%.
Brandon's in the house. Happy Warrior Day. How are you? Good morning. I'm good. How are you, Brandon? It's Rodeo Day. Rodeo Day. Yes, it's Rodeo Day. Dave, how are you? Like the under Winnipeg and the Kings. Any thoughts? Well, I'm hoping Winnipeg is a rout because I got a puck line here. So I definitely need some goals. I'm not cheering for the under there. Unless it's 4-1. Then we could all be happy. I like Duke -4 and Clemson +6, Arkansas +6.5. I don't mind Arkansas in the points. Tennessee's been struggling a bit. I do like Clemson there. And Duke, they got run out of the building last time we had North Carolina in that matchup, or NC State, North Carolina State, I should say. So this is down to a 4.5. I thought this was a 5 yesterday. It was a 5.5. You got a 4? Wow, because I saw 6.5 earlier. So you got a good number of 4. Excellent. Run with it. Thoughts on baseball Twins today? Or does Tim got thoughts on this baseball? So, real fast on this Twins game. I kind of looked at it. Molly on the hill. I had the lineups looking. I'm like, it's, Minnesota even have a lineup posted. It went from a 110 to a 130. So I'm assuming Minnie's coming full throttle. Do I want to lay 130? I mean, I don't mind it, right? Especially if we get a full lineup for a couple innings here. But no thanks on that game. I was looking maybe perhaps I thought about taking the Nationals because I don't like St. Louis, and I think the Nationals are going to be a team that nobody wants to bet on. And again, just for the show-wise, we got a little Oriole action here. That's about it. Dave also likes San Diego State +point versus Boise. Thoughts on Boise? I already had Boise. I had to pick them. Got Boise last night, so we know how that's going to turn out. We'll know how that'll turn out. It's you got a good game in Mount West. Boise's, I think, in a must-win kind of spot here for them to kind of lock up in that large spot. NBA pick is Golden State Warriors -4. For me, you heard Tim's NBA takes. For me, I would probably just lean on maybe an over here, right? It's like, oh, Dave scored 70. Like he's going to come out and score like 50 today. I don't know. Maybe an over. No, thank you. No betting allowed. The Tim Tate college basketball parlay, ECU and Michigan.
I got them both.
Let's
Let's get it.
291.
Let's get it, Tate.
Yeah, you pointed that out before we even came into the show. We're laughing about that. T Money's in the house. Good afternoon, my guy. How are you? I'm done sports betting. I quit. T Money takes a tough one yesterday with a couple guys getting hurt in NBA player props. He had LaMelo, and then I guess Tatum didn't kind of hit his prop. Oh my goodness! I said to him on Twitter, I was like, I said, forget about betting NBA. I said, how the heck do you bet player props on these guys? Just for nonsense like that, I couldn't do it. And I don't do it.
Speaking of injury, Galvin Lux out for the entire season.
For the Dodgers?
Yep. Torn ACL.
Oh, boy.
And then Tyler Glasnow had a grade 2. Where is it? Tyler Glasnow diagnosed with grade 2 oblique strain, expected to return game action in 6 to 8 weeks.
I want to see him as a nice bounce back kind of guy.
But he's
He hasn't
already
been
injured.
healthy, but I don't. Does it really affect them? They're so deep pitching. I want to see Shane. I want to see
it's
Shane
not gonna
Bass.
affect them, no, but I figured I'd throw it out there because there's those 2 big injuries. And then
Yeah.
Seizai Suzuki's out for a little bit too.
For the Cubbies, yeah.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Is he out for the season? Like into
No,
the season, or
there's
just
no-
out for spring
there's-
training?
No, there's no timetable on it.
Oh, the old no timetable. Indefinitely.
No
That's great.
timetable.
That's always a fun one.
Yes.
And we don't know how long he's going to be out.
Left
Forever.
oblique strain, no immediate timetable to return.
Yeah, we'll be back by regular. He should be back by start of regular season.
Hopefully.
Eastern Shore, 31% yesterday. Yeah, not good. 8 of 23 from downtown. I mean, in the spot, in these kind of spots, like I said, I kind of, again, after the fact, I said, even on the show, it's easy to say, oh, I like Morgan State. Did I bet them? No. I mean, I like them, like Texas Southern. I don't know how they did Texas Southern, if they covered their kind of number there. It's tough laying with fate, whether you're taking a conference fave on the road at 3, 4, 5 points looks, they should win. You take a home fave, you're 8, 7.5, 8. So you got to be up by 10. They lose outright. Again, like I said yesterday in the show, I said, for me, my dogs, you see the record. They're not barking for me. I'm wrong on every aspect of the games I've been betting. Jake, Michigan State -4 against Nebraska. I don't hate it. Don't hate that. Ole Miss. Where's you, Ole Mississippi? Mississippi. Where's Ole Miss? Like a little home dog versus A&M today here, huh? I mean, as I was mentioning, road faves. You got a team in A&M. They are 6-4 on the road, so they've won. They've won a little bit on the road. 10-point win last year. 15-point win again last year. First matchup here. Bama on deck. Is it a look ahead spot? I'm going to say no, because you're coming off a loss to Mississippi State. It's a 5-point fave. So they had won 6 in a row before that. I want to kind of lean with the fave here, believe it or not, in this spot. I would lean a little fave, but I don't hate taking a dog. And I got the Orioles today in spring training. I can't just say no to dogs. I like my conference dogs. T-Money, I took Eastern Michigan money line. And McDaniel over 1.5 threes. That's it for February. I'm over it as well. Eastern Michigan at home. Nice doggy versus. They're on the road against Bowling Green. I don't hate it. 4.5. Michael Tuno in NBA 1-3 college hoops. Okie State's dead to me. I've never seen a team miss so many bunnies wide open. These guys. I mean, I had them yesterday. You drop 4 in a row. Other teams without their top scorer. They're off a big win on top of that. It looked like a little flat spot. On the road, Baylor's 4-5. I had Oklahoma State. Went on ESPN, told them, hey, take Oklahoma State today. Don't be a fool and take Baylor. Although I did catch the other side of that. I think we faded Eastern Washington. So Montana State actually won out right there, which was nice. But I don't know. Jesse Shule got my butt handed to me yesterday, but I'm planning on a clean sweep tonight. There you go. Clean your butt with some new wet wipes. Go 3-0. It happens. I mean, listen, it's been happening to me a lot this month. I can't get over those humps. Things go a different way, Jess. You know it is. You've been doing this a long time, too. A different way and I'm having a 65% season like I did in NFL. It's like everything that can go wrong had just gone wrong this month for me in college basketball. What am I going to do? Bucknell plus the 5 against who they got? American. Don't hate Bucknell. Let's go. Want Grand Puck 5? Sure. Duke, I kind of like there. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Who the Demon Deacons got here? Wake.
Boston College.
Boston College. I kind of like BC though. This line was 9. It's come down. BC. I don't want to say they're good because that's not a word for them. I mean, you want to say they're a little scrappy kind of bunch. I guess we can go scrappy with them, right? A little scrappy dappy do, a little scrappy do action. Wake got them by 20 in Boston College. They beat them by 22. BC's off again. BC off a big win over Virginia, so you think it's a bad spot. Last game they won on the road at Florida State. They lost by 20 at Pitt. They won at Virginia Tech. 20-point loser to Virginia. Won at Notre Dame. So where do you rate like Wake Forest in that kind of? You saw their road games this month. Where would you rate them? Slow team for sure. Don't score a lot. Not the best shooters. Why does this line come down? That's my question. Are they people betting them because they beat Virginia? No, you think you'd go the other way. Like it's a flat spot for them. Wake Forest is looking to kind of pad the resume for March. 19 wins. They get one in the tournament. They have Syracuse away game next, which it's a winnable game for them. It's a winnable game. Syracuse isn't super. They've wet the bed enough. So you win this, you have 19. Can you get one in the ACC tournament? Get to 20 wins? Would you be a tournament team? Tricky for sure. Again, at 9, I'd say I'll take a little BC. At 7, maybe I'm taking Wake to win this by 10. Boise, yes. Queens plus 8, yes. I got Queens myself. Maybe a Queens first half. They looked a little tired down the stretch. If you look at the numbers in last night's game, they did beat Kennesaw on this court last time they played here. Again, first half probably more than anything. Kennesaw, Queens on back-to-back. We're getting a lot of back-to-backs now, though. Found it. Anthony with tournament time. And I don't, the first back-to-back is one thing. I think it's more when we get into your ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Big East kind of tournaments where teams playing on Tuesday and then again on like Friday where they're playing those extra kind of rounds, where you're playing 3 game, third game in 3 nights kind of things. Like those, I think take it there. You have a better advantage with the team on the 2-day than the 3-day. To Moose, Sean, good afternoon, my friend. Why'd the line of Memphis go from 3.5 up to 9? Absolutely loving the Pacers tonight. So the NBA, let me pull up some NBA. The Memphis line is basically because LeBron's out. Number 1. He's out. That's why that line moved there. And the Pacers, we can't really say no to the Pacers. That's our kind of little adopted squad. Them, I guess the Thunder and Magic, I guess would be our 3 teams, Tim, right? If we talk about teams that we kind of always like to
and the
to
Kings
put on as dogs in Sacramento. Yep. I don't hate. I mean, here's another one. This line. Again, it's tough to trust the covers number here that I'm staring at. I don't know what this line opened at because I don't really look at it for NBA. I don't mind taking the 9 points here. If I'm getting 9, I'm getting 9 with the who's out? Somebody out? Or they think that Dallas just bounces back off a bad loss?
No, I was going to say LeBron's out, but that's I thought because the one first comment was 3.5 to
Memphis 3, 3 to 9.
No, I don't know. A lot of people like Memphis, and the Pacers have not looked good lately.
So yeah, but like for Dallas, though, I mean, laying a 9 to the Pacers, I don't get it. I don't know. Memphis line makes sense. Guy goes out, maybe an over adjustment. The Pacers Dallas line 6.5, 7 to 9. I don't know. That'd be definitely a I don't know what's going on in that game there. I'd maybe lean to the Mavericks, I guess. To like who's betting the Mavs? Everybody's just betting the Mavs to bet that line up. T-Money, I love that all gas, no bricks, right? Yeah. We'll see how we do. Hopefully we don't ride off a cliff. Happy Rodeo Day is the 7th. The 7th at 7. So next Tuesday is rodeo night. Marcos in the house. Hit the like button for me and Tim. Welcome, Marcos. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Michael, college basketball, I bet 2 games. Tech plus 10 just to me against Kansas and Boise money line. Yes, ranked for Sun. Revenge. Well, that's the thing. Revenge for Boise. They got crushed out there. And it's a big game for them tournament-wise. Looking forward. So I like that. And the Kansas game, again, yeah, big number with Kansas. Whereas still a 10. Hasn't moved, huh? Against Texas Tech. I'll tell you what. Kansas looks like they're kind of rounding into shape a little bit here. They look pretty formidable, I have to say. I'm pulling up their recentness here. 75-72, they just beat them. But I mean, just Kansas overall. Look at it. Win. The Iowa State, Baylor. I mean, home is. I don't know, man. 10. I know 10's a lot. I'm just torn because I want to take my conference dog with you, but on the flip side, are they just begging to take Texas Tech? And Kansas just wins this one going away, 76-60 or something? Maurice, what do you got here? 11 Marquette over Butler, 8 VCU -6, and Louisville +11. I kind of like St. Louis. I thought I had St. Louis somewhere. Maybe I was putting that up last night in the late show, I think. Did I have games put up for? I kind of like St. Louis. I like the Billikens. +6. The Louisville game. This team. I mean, what is it? I can't believe. I mean, we've had Virginia Tech a couple times at home. They are laying 11 on the road here. What is that about? I mean, they lost by what, 16? What did they lose to Duke by? 16 at Duke? 6 at home to Miami. I had them there. The edge pit, you go on into Georgia Tech, you lose by 7, laying 9. You beat Notre Dame, who's just totally flat. You lose by 9 in Miami, and they're laying 11. Last game at home for Louisville this season. Last time they were here, they won by 10, and that was after they lost by 3 to Virginia. You beat Georgia Tech by 10. You lost to Florida State by 3 here. I mean, you got to take Louisville. Got to be a Louisville play. I'm saying Louisville with you. Sure. Where are we? There's Maurice to Moose. Let's see. NJIT, the Highlanders, 6.5 to 6. Now researching power rating, making NJIT +4. Thoughts on the Highlanders against New Hampshire? Sun's down to what's up to, huh? I'm going to lean with NJIT, obviously. I don't want to lay 6 with New Hampshire. Marcos Rina, please. Only 30 piece. Only a 30 piece today. I guess it's short, but no, we're not doing. We're a half hour in, Marcos. No 30 piece. No 30 piece. And you'd want my 30 piece. It's bad chicken right now. You pull it out, it just tastes like oil. Tastes like fry oil. Michael, Warriors first half -2. Dame off 71 points. Blazers 2-12. ATS last 14 on the road. Yeah, I don't hate that one. I don't hate that one bit. Bills in the house. Do I like Clemson +6.5 today? Yes, I do. Clemson, one of the good numbers I got. I got an 8 last night. Good number there. Bad number on Stetson, but Virginia -6. Let's go to the ACC. What do we have here? Clemson. See, I'm on a Clemson there. St. Louis I like against VCU, and the Zips I like the other side there. I like Ball State. A&M I don't hate, -5 on the road there. I like it. Kennesaw. I like Queens, although I'm a little leery. I think they'll probably fade down the stretch because I think it's going to be close, and then it's going to be like a 10-point winner. So I could see the writing on the wall for that one for me. I'm on the other side, but I got a 7.5 on that one. Holy Cross under. I got it with you. It's here in the chat. Yes. How was your compare from your computer's fine? It's working good, Brandon. Thank you. Stetson, yes. Clemson +6. I could do it. Iowa 6 in the under. I'm not loving that Iowa. I think Indiana's going to smash them again here. Yeah, I think, remember, Indiana blew a big lead in that Iowa game, if I remember correctly. I think Hoosiers are to play there. Arkansas State. Where's my you could, not that you can see with the banners up here, but you see a little bit above on my papers. I have like literally all the tournaments printed out, and on my other big TV over here, I have a bunch of notes all taped to my screen here. Yeah, Arkansas State. I don't hate Arkansas State. Where was that? Do you have Arkansas State here? Yes. So Arkansas State, I don't hate. They beat them by what, 16 last time they played? Carolina 1-9 straight up, or last 10 ATS, whatever they are, 1-9 straight up. It's a pick 'em. Sure, take Arkansas State. Syracuse over. Georgia Tech 142. I don't hate it. Over IUPUI. Let's go IUPUI. IUPUI in the over. There we go. IUPUI. Sprinkle that money line in there, +14. Winnipeg and the Kings under. Dave, I got the Jets on a puck line today, so I'm hoping that they score a bunch personally. So maybe it's 4-1 and we both win. We could hope for that. And who's this? Mini under. Minnesota Wild. Getting wild with Terry and friends. Those Canadians get wild with a bunch of maple syrup and some trees. I don't know what goes on there. Maybe some elk meat. I don't know what else they do in Canada. So you like the under first half here. You know what? Why not? This is down to a 5 spot goal wise. Wow, that's like a 5 in hockey right now. It's probably like a 6 in baseball, or a 207 in the NBA when you see a 5, when you see 7s up on the board and 6.5s. Take a great Horizon League tourney today. UK +$4. Cleveland State 4.5. Wright State 650. I don't see a Youngstown. And I said this last night on ESPN Houston. I said you could jump on Youngstown at 145, right? I mean, where's the value there? For me, Northern Kentucky won. They were runner-up last year, and they won in, I believe, I got it written down somewhere here, 17, 19, and 20. They were the winner. Why not? Wright State, I kind of like myself. Let's go. Let's go there. I don't hate any of those. Although Milwaukee gets the $9 as the 2 seed. That's more based on tiebreakers. That's why everyone's a little inflated there. Again, hi, IUPUI. Let's get it done. +14. No, I'm not going to lay 20. And maybe an over in this game here. I don't know. Let's see. ASUN, what do we got here? Well, we had Queens last night. We like that one. North Florida, we like that. Didn't get there. Now, here's Stetson. 2, now they're a pick 'em. North Alabama. There you go. And to win this puppy, Kennesaw +$4, I think was worth it. They got home court throughout. But if Stetson can shoot the ball well from 3 at +15, I'll take a shot. And I mentioned the other day some FanDuel odds. Houston 650, UCLA 1300, and Baylor 1700. So there is that. There is that out of the Sun Belt action. Coastal Arkansas State, again, I would lean Arkansas State in that one. Texas State, I guess Texas State, Georgia State looks horrendous. For tourney-wise here, Lafayette plus 330. Marshall, the 1 seed, has the third longest odds, believe it or not. But Lafayette, they got a nice big man. I could see that. South Alabama play some defense, plus $9. I could see that. I'm not going to hate people jumping on Marshall as a 3 seed at plus 210. I think they got the best backcourt. I don't hate it. But again, I looked a little further down the food line. Oh, here's my Tuesday. Here we go. Akron, 8.5. St. Louis, 5.5. Eastern Michigan. This is what I was doing last night when I was doing the show. I was getting ready to put these in. I knew I had St. Louis somewhere. I was like, I thought I had St. Louis. There it was. There it was. That's what I was doing early, late night money when I was getting the show together. Patriot League. What is there to say here? You got Bucknell, American, Holy Cross, Loyola. Colgate's minus 225 to win, and Navy's 225 to win it. So minus or plus. I took Colgate last year here, 225. I'll do it again. 17-1 in conference play in the Patriot. So, back to the, where are we? We got the Winnipeg under. Tate we were just talking about. Duke game over 145. I'll lean over with you there, Miz. Yes. Corey Jones checking in, leaning towards Villanova. Who are the Wildcats playing? The Hall. 2-point phase at the Hall. They're playing a little better. I don't hate it. A desperate Hall team, although I had a desperate Oklahoma State team. That didn't pay off. Lino, welcome. Should we go over on most college baseball and MLB? Preseason to me, Lino, is tricky when it comes to doing totals. I guess I would obviously lean a little over because you got backup pitchers and guys are just swinging, stuff like that. So I would lean over there. College baseball, though, that's more a Tim time talk. Tim, what do you think? You're a do you lean over as most of college baseball? Some of these, because for me, I see these crazy totals. I really can't say, it's over 17. I think it's an under because I got baseball in my head and not college baseball.
Yeah. College baseball is a lot high scoring. You're going to have a lot because you got to think the pitching's not as good. The hitting is still pretty strong, and they use aluminum bats. They don't use wood, which they go a lot further. But last year when it came to the tournament and everything, a lot of the taking the teams was taking a big favorite and pairing it with the over, thinking because they don't really do team total overs.
All right.
Thinking that a team like Louisville will put up 20 runs on like Copen State in the tournament or whatever it may be. That's how you kind of run it there. But when you get a good team versus a bad team, overs are normally the look because the good team will normally put up. I mean, you look at last weekend, not even like good team or a bad team, like Duke and Baylor played, and Duke outscored Baylor like 55-7 or something this weekend. And you're going to have a lot of high-scoring games in college baseball compared to the MLB, correct?
All right, Lino, there you go from our resident college guy. Brandon, any fights for the Astros first afternoon for Garcia? Are the Astros playing today? Who do the Astros have? Against the Mets? You think he's going to drill somebody on the Mets? I mean, do I want to lean towards, let's go to, where's the Roto Wire? Let's see who's in the lineup for Houston today. My guy Kyle Tucker, Jake DeRake, Chaz McCormick, Abreu, Corey Lee. All right, so your middle infield's a little light with Branyan, Hensley, and Whitcomb. But I like the bats. Top of the order. Looks all right. Top 4. Mets got who? Pham, McNeil, Lindor, Alonso, Volbeck. They run out a full lineup almost here. Cano, Marcana, I should say. DJ Shannon Stewart. I don't want to upset Tim, but at a 140 mark, I'll probably look to take the Astros at a plus 125. I would lean Astros at a 125.
I love how you think I care about spring training.
No, I know. You're still a Met fan.
I would bet the Astros, and I don't care. It's spring training.
It's a one. I don't want to lay 140. I'll take the Astros, not just because Brandon's
take
a
the
Houston
Astros
guy.
today. Go ahead.
Brandon, did you listen to me on the radio last night here in Houston? Kevin, Holy Cross under keeps dropping. Go Nets. Is it dropping that Holy Cross total? Of course it is. Well, hopefully I have a winner for everybody at least. I mean, it is what it is. It was 142. Actually, it was higher last night, believe it or not. The Holy Cross line last night was a 144.5. So it's come down a bit here as it's at a 141. Still kind of like the under there. We'll grab that puppy. Why wouldn't we? I was going to say, I hate being on a spot where we have some other games here. We have Stetson. I said, I got Stetson at 2. It's down to a pick. I'm on the wrong side of the line. Although I'm on the right side of the Clemson. I have him at 8. It's down to 6. And we talk about this a lot during NFL for best numbers, and it's having good number, you still lose. And you see debates on Twitter or whatever, closing line, this and that. And Tim will probably agree. Sometimes, it's good having that value. Psychologically, it helps. All right, I was on the right side, number-wise, it didn't get there. But honestly, does it really make a difference? I don't think it does. I mean, the games I'm losing by a point, it's not like it's a pick 'em I'm losing by 1. Although in a spot like a Northern Arizona game where it's a game like that where it's a 1 going either way, it's a tough one. But when you're laying either side, 5.5, 6.5, 7, whatever the line is, and then if you're on the dog the other side, does it really make a difference? Like this line here, you said it's at 140. It was 140, 44.5, which would have been a great number. 142.5 that I put in here an hour ago, or 141.5. Okay, fine. We'll see how it is. We'll see how it goes. Let's just hope we get a win. That's all we worry about. I heard a popular fellow handicapper take Michigan and throw a tip out there. Nebraska is the 13th worst free throw shooting team. He has them winning by 8 points, we think. I weigh heavy on free throw shooting. Number one thing I go to look at when I lose close games. And tournament time, like I said, I mentioned Stetson here. Their starters roll 82% better free throw shooting team. So you got a home team in Nebraska who's looked bad most of the year. They can't shoot, and this is any team really. How the heck it's free points? You're at the line. Nobody's contesting you. Man, if you're not hitting 75, 80% of these, what are you doing? And this line's up. This line was a 3. It's up to 4.5. Michigan State's off a debacle. That overtime game versus Iowa. Tough spot there. Again, the free throw shooting to me, it's always something I look at in a game where if I'm up in the air about it, and again, you look at a free throw shooting team for Nebraska. Let's see what they got here. As a whole, they're shooting 63% as a team, which is atrocious. So player stats, their leading score, 51%. So this guy goes to the line. I mean, you're getting half the points. Their number 2 guy's at 86. Then you got 68, 62. I mean, you got a guy at 75. Other than that, nobody's seen a court who hits free throws. The whole team is. I kind of like Michigan State just based on where the line has gone in that, from a 3 up to a 4.5. So I'm not going to disagree with that. And if we're adding in bad free throw shooting, it just adds to why you don't want to take Nebraska. Pounded, you got to play unders NBA player props, always under player props. I'm going to I tend to agree there. I'm not a big player prop guy, period. Definitely not an NBA player prop guy. But as we say a lot of times, when people come in with like the Joker or whoever, like, oh, I have this guy to get this. And like Tim says all the time, yeah, it looks really good, but the guy can play 3/4. That's the problem with the NBA. You got a guy comes out hot and all of a sudden it's a blowout. He's not playing anymore. And you're dead in the water. Ninja, thank you for Eastern Washington lock, Montana State money line for me. Who had someone came in with the lock yesterday, Eastern Michigan. Or you keep saying Eastern Michigan, Eastern Washington. Who had that? Someone said that yesterday because I was on the other side of that. I walk this way is in the house. Good morning. Please post in more locks. We try. We try to find the locks. Bill McDonald, IUPUI. Absolutely IUPUI. It's their farewell game. Last game ever. Basketball if they don't win today. What about Butler, Nebraska, Duke for the NCAAs? Why is Butler good against the spread? Nebraska, Duke are good at home. Thank you both. So, yeah, Duke, Duke's good at home. You look at the records of these teams, you win at home because you're out of conference schedule. You pad it with some nonsense in November, December. You get the records juicy. Hello, Duke's 15-5 at home, and they're 6-8 on the road. But you're going to play decent teams on the road. It's no shame having when you see it, a lot of teams have losing road records. I mean, Virginia. We just saw Virginia lose on the road. They're 13-1 home. They're top 5 team, top 10 team, whatever they are. 21-6. So you lose on the road. Why is Butler good against the spread? Because they're thought of as a bad team, and they're constantly getting a good number. I mean, I don't think Butler's a great team, but you're getting 9 points today. Why would you take Butler against Marquette, where I like Marquette as well as they played? I mean, they're like I think they could be the top seed in the Big East. Do I want to lay 8, 9 on the road where, okay, you have to be up by double digits here to hold on to that game? We've seen, I know for a fact that Boise the other day where a guy hit a 3-pointer with a second left to screw me in a game. So 8.5, you better be up by 15 with a minute to go. I'll take Butler. I mean, they cover spreads. And Nebraska, I got nothing to say about Nebraska. I thought Nebraska would be decent this year. They're bad. Kennesaw after Queens boxing match last night with Gulf Coast. It is under. I do like Queens. And again, I think it's more of I can't do first halves on the sides here. But I still think they kind of hang tough. Maybe we pull out a late steal there to hang within the number. You want to grab the under here. I'll definitely not disagree with you in that one. Ball State, Akron over. I could do that. I like Ball State. I mean, it's a big number. Big offenses, yes. Holy Cross Total Ill is a local team are using a run-up tempo last 10 games. Tournament time's a little different, though, man. They're going to I don't know. I don't think it's time to start switching things up. I know if they've been moving the ball a little more lately, but Holy Cross to me is an under squad. Kind of Bellarmine plus 16.5 icing. That's a no. I mean, it's Bella or nothing. I can't lay 16, 17 points with Liberty. Liberty Bibbity. Buffalo, Columbus over. Seattle Blues over on the ice. Where are the Blue Jackets? And who's the other one? Seattle. All right, so let's put it down here. Seattle, St. Louis, a 6 spot. You like the over there, huh? I'm going to say I kind of like St. Louis. I don't want to bet Seattle. Totally. I mean, they've been a little bit of an under kind of run here. I'll pull for you on the over. Again, I'm not really loving either of these. Although Buffalo, I think I'd probably go over with the Sabres there. I mean, that's a 7 spot. A lot of goals to be scored. Columbus is. What happened to Columbus? Oh, my goodness. Bad. Over just based on how bad they are. Brandon got a haircut yesterday. Excellent. Did you get a haircut or did you get them all cut? Did you get your hairs cut? It's the better question. Tamoose, your buddy the Mule's cold for the last 2 days. Figures the time that I signed with him for a month that he would hit a cold streak. I hope he'll get back to win. Listen, Jesse is solid. We do things a little different. Jesse's more less games. The guy's a proven winner for 10 years. I mean, there's a handful of guys out there like Rickenbach's another guy, quiet guy, just wins. You know, I don't know Rob Vencelini personally. That cat, for 15 years, every time I see him, he's on the leaderboard. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes they hit rough streaks, though. It happens. Walk this way. Liberty points. Write it down. You're welcome. I will. Walk this way. Walk this way. Liberty. Minus 16.5. Not right. I thought Jose was going to backdoor me for a second. I like Duke at home today. I laid it. I like Duke. I think Duke's going to win this game. I think the easy thing would be to fade Duke. It's easy enough to do. NC State. Oh, NC State beat them last time. They ran them out of the door from the jump. I don't mind Duke at home here. It's did I bet it? No. I don't love the coach. I still think they're kind of trying to find their footing under him, new direction. But the line says Duke to me. I'm not gonna fall for the banana and tailpipe to take the doggy there. Betting Green Bay. B Green bet them by 15 plus at Eastern Michigan. Bowling Green. Short line there. Short line for the BGs. The Falcons. Taylor Great Lakes VCU. If they win, they clinch first in the A10. Also, senior night, St. Louis not great on the road. I know I'm a Billiken kind of guy. Again, didn't bet it. I thought about last night when I was doing the tournament stuff, but wild money line on the ice. You want to get wild on the ice with Minnesota? I don't hate it. 146. I'll lay it. I definitely do puck line before I do money line, but at 145, 150 is not terrible. It's like the top of my food chain of laying, Jake. They're playing good, so sure. MC, look at the positivity. Last day of February. Yes, it is the last day of February. Got to be positive. San Jose State beat Colorado State. Markel Cook, not our money line. Markel. Who's that? Yesterday, this game here, what we got here? Colorado State 3. Oh, this is a 3 spot with San Jose. Show me the way to San Jose in the Mountain West. Is this line down to 2 now? Huh. I don't like that's come down. Not loving that. They just beat Boise too in OT. I mean, it's basically like I'd rather just lay like the 125 or so on the money line as opposed to laying 2 or 2.5 here, especially since it opened at 3. I mean, I got San Jose at 4.5. I mean, I think they should win. I do like San Jose State here. Take a great time of the year in college basketball where you're thinking of getting rested. Bench players, more time, large spreads would lean towards the dog. Yeah, well, that's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I normally do in February here. I take my dogs in conference play, looking for my 7, 8, 9 point dogs. Has not paid. It's been the dogs have been put to sleep. Michael, I really want to take the Hall versus Nova here. Nova has won a couple. Public's humping on them, but I need Richmond to be in. Here's the thing for the Hall. This is like the same kind of spot as the Oklahoma State game last night for me. So technically, I should bet the Hall blindly because I did yesterday. I just can't. They're not falling for me. I can't do it. Had the Knicks money line last night. Actually, did the Knicks get it done? They had the Celtics last night, right?
By double digits.
I liked the Knicks yesterday. And the Heat, we liked the under yesterday. They played Philly, right? The Heat. Was that the Philly game? He played Philly yesterday? I don't even.
Yep, they played Philly and they won by 2.
What was the total? Did it say under?
Yeah.
All right.
It was like 100-98.
Nice with Trevor. NBA 2 unpredictable. No betting allowed unless you're Tim. That's nothing but action. We'll go nothing but action in May when it's playoff time. We'll get in there. Tim, I need some gas money. What's the $1,000 above lock of the day?
Oh shoot, let's see.
Right, what's Right State? Right State's laying 20. Them in Vermont. See them in Vermont.
Them in Vermont. All right, there you go. There you go. I was going to go scroll through to see the biggest favorite. Oh, Robert Morris is another one. There you go.
Late night money tonight, Jake. Yeah, we'll be back because we got some conference tournaments tomorrow. I'll be back. Tar Heels and the Oilers hit a 4-legger, $6 paid 96. There you go. Nice. Gabe, Kansas starting to roll. Yeah, Tech has been great ATS wise. I agree with Kansas. They're really starting to, I said that earlier, finding a groove. Mids would only play Toledo or Kent, both playing for top spot in conference play. I get it. But on the flip side, I don't want to lay those kind of numbers. Kent's lay what? 9? I don't lay 9. Miz, any thoughts in the Horizon League leaning Detroit? Well, we have some Horizon banners up here. So tonight, I like IUPUI. I'm definitely not laying 20. That's a pass. And Detroit for win. I don't hate laying Detroit. Probably an overplay here in this game. Maybe an over for me there, Miz. Oh, boy. I was just on Miz's name, and then it refreshed, and then, well, we added a whole lot of... Oh, no, here we go. South Carolina plus 16. Who do they got today? Who they getting 6? Or Mississippi State? Oy, oy. What do we want to do with this hot mess? 641. What was this yesterday? 16, 120, 16 and a half, 123 and a half. So it really has not moved a bit. Mississippi State, Vandy on deck. You beat A&M. A lot of unders. See a lot of unders lately for these guys. I mean, I can't say let's lay 16 points with a team that shoots 42%. How about an under? Just do an under there, I think. Georgia money line. Now, this one, believe it or not, I don't really hate this play here. Florida looks a little lost. It was 2, 1, 1.5. You want to take the Bulldogs? I'm not going to say no. Keyboard is working fine, Brandon. Thank you. Nathan, morning, Higgs. How are you? Yes, IUPU stinky. IUPUI plus 14. Yes, already bet it. Although I'm a little concerned the line has not moved. It's still 14. I thought it would go up to 14.5, 15. Nothing. Dead static on the 14. Maybe people aren't wise to IUPUI covering lately. Jayhawks first half. Yes, rock chalk Jayhawk, Nathan. Right side at plus 7 is a gift. They are, you saw the odds there. As a 17 plus 7. These guys are a tough squad. I don't hate it. I mean, and Northern Kentucky, again, 470, runners up. They've won it in 18, 19, 20, whenever they won it. Cleveland State's 430 is worth a shot, I guess. Youngstown at 140. You're telling me Youngstown can't get tripped up? They absolutely can get tripped up. Georgia Bulldogs. Yes, Nathan. Yes, money lined it up. At Troy is a 15-1. You like that in the Sun Belt, Troy? The old 5 seed? See, I like the 8 seed at 9-1 there with South Alabama. Nate says Wildcats, baby. He's got Buffaloes and Elephants. Buffalo minus 4.5 here. The Bulls. Again, this line was 1 last night, by the way, Nathan. This was a 1. Up to 4.5. Francisco, welcome. Tim is good. Nathan, my book isn't offering college baseball yet.
Bovada, Bet Online. Both of them have it.
There you go. I
sent you a referral code to both of them.
Sammy, what do you got here? Arkansas. Yes. We like Arkansas. We like Clemson. Georgia, yes. Texas Tech, I'm a little hesitant about. I think Kansas takes care of business there. Nova, tricky spot. I liken it to last night's Baylor game. And A&M. A&M's on the road, right? Where's that A&M line? Against Mississippi. Yeah, I like A&M there, believe it or not. As much as I like some dogs, I could do some faves here. Bucks nothing but action over the Nets. The Nets, boy, they look bad. Take Bama preseason pick for the Natty. Also have Kansas and Arkansas as long shots. Bama's looking pretty good. Kansas has a long shot. They're playing as good as anybody right now. And Arkansas would be the long shot in that bunch. Lane Elliott loves the Wildcat play today, Nathan. Good afternoon, Lane. Usually turning up in February. Ricketts is in the house. He's liking Duke today. I like Duke as well. True Allah's here today. How are you today, my friend? Do you think NC gets it done? Who do I think wins the ACC? So, if you're asking, do I think Carolina makes a tournament? I think they do because they're Carolina, and they'll probably get another win. Who do they close out against? They probably have another game left.
They get Duke.
Is it at Duke or home?
It's at home against it's at Carolina. But I feel like UNC was a bubble team for a while. Now they have a win over Virginia.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna.
They held on. They held on yesterday. They held on. They won by a couple.
They won by 11
points.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Florida State didn't cover.
So I think they're in because they are North Carolina.
I kind of want to take a shot at Carolina to win the ACC.
I couldn't do that. I don't think they're that good. I'd rather go Florida State to win the ACC.
I'll go Louisville. Let's do this.
I don't know, Louisville. And who do I think wins the ACC? I mean, I don't have
current form. I would probably say Carolina.
I'm gonna say
that would be me, but
I'm gonna go like maybe Miami.
Miami's one of those.
I want to see what the odds are.
Yeah, I want to see. I don't have any odds for any of the big conferences besides Pac-12.
Yeah, because I don't want to take the team that's like a 140. I'm not. I'm going to go somewhere outside the norm there. I'm not going to take the guy who's thinking they're going to win it all.
I mean, last year we picked out Virginia Tech at a dime, so
yeah,
that was nice. But I don't see Virginia Tech doing it again.
No, I didn't like them tonight, laying 11. But do I think NC's done enough to get in? Yes. And the ACC, again, I'll probably take a flyer again. I had an early flyer on Florida State to win the ACC. You never know. Neutral court, anything could happen. Anything could happen. But again, I want to see the odds first. Lane, Nathan, I'm a TCE listener, so I love me some Wildcats. A Cocaine Bear. The Cocaine Bear. Got to go see Cocaine Bear. It's amazing when the teams are down 10 with 30 seconds left and get fouled like crazy. It's terrible. Rob Franklin's in the house. Good morning. Buffalo win and over 5.5 is plus $1. Shane, is this on the ice? I'm guessing with Buffalo, the Sabres,
that's on the ice.
Right? I mean, I see the 5.5. I mean, that's a low.
Well, it's an alternative because the Sabres are a minus 200 today.
Yeah, that's why I'm seeing it. I see this one. I don't really hate. Let me ask you something. How does it work when you have a $2 fave and you tease the total down and you still get a plus $1?
Because that's a good question.
Right?
I don't know.
I mean, Buffalo to win is a money line play. Am I wrong?
Correct.
Unless you did it in regulation. I'm assuming that could be a regulation bet, maybe.
I don't think that would be regulation. I just think that's money line.
I mean, how do you go wrong with that one? The total 7, you're getting 5.5, and you're getting a 2-to-1, 2-to-1 fave at even money. I like it, Shane. I don't want to say it's a lock or to bet the house or a no doubt route, but that looks pretty darn good to me. I'm going to write it down because I probably just jinxed you, and I apologize, Shane. But I like it. Buffalo win over 5.5. Shane. Plus $1. All right, Shane. I got to see how that goes tomorrow for you. Hopefully it wins. It looks like a winner to me. Nathan, IUPUI wins. Does that get them somewhere? Gets them nowhere. Gets them to round 2 where they'll be a 17-point dog. We'll still take them. Rob Franklin, North Alabama. Yes. Bucknell, I don't hate either. I'm on North Alabama. I got a bad number. 6.5. Because that's the way February is. Brandon, nope, just a haircut. You didn't get them all cut? You just got one single hair? Who, you alfalfa? Just have one random hair, Brandon? Get all those hairs cut. Montreal Canadiens on the ice here. Plus 135. Where's Montreal against San Jose? Not loving this. I don't like the 20-cent line move here with San Jose. Why'd that line go up? Not loving Montreal. Yanks Rays over preseason baseball. Let's see what we got here. What's the total in this game? 9? Springs and you know what? Why not? I guess we're going to get some guys in the lineup here. Sure. Rockies, Rangers over. Leiter and Gomber. Oh, Gomber's on the hill. Yeah, we'll go over. I don't care where he's pitching. 2 innings, 4 runs for him. I need to hit a 4-teamer today. Why? To go 3-1 and come in and complain tomorrow, Nathan? Don't do it. IUP Ray, Robert Morris over. Yes, and take IUPUI. BC Wake over. I don't hate it. I kind of want to take BC there. So, yeah, why not take the points? Astros playing on the world bit. They got the Mets today. I do like the Astros there, Brandon. Iowa total may have crept up high under 156. I'm going to say yes because I don't think Iowa sticks it close. I think North Carolina wins this kind of handily, and maybe it's going to be like a 77-68, 77-70 kind of game. James is headed to spring training. Have fun. Where are you going to be, bud? I'm waiting for Conference USA to come out, putting down UAB in mid-10, depending on the odds. And it'll be up soon enough, Tate the Great. Here in Phoenix, a huge variety of teams. Yes, a lot of teams in Phoenix area there. Is that the Cactus League, as they used to call it? All right, it's 1. We are 1 and done, or not really. You know what? I think today was the 100th episode. I should have had a party for the 100th episode on Believe. It's the 100th episode of Believe, I should say. I've been doing this for 2 years, so we're way over 100 episodes. But that's it. We're out of here. Stetson Pick'em, North Alabama +9, Holy Cross under 141.5, Ball State +9. No NBA. Orioles in spring training baseball -110, and the Winnipeg Jets puck line +$1.80. I'm out of here. Late night money's back. Conference tournament talk for tomorrow. Thank you for watching.